Who are the Chicago Bears going to take in the NFL draft? The 2025 NFL draft is just around the corner, only a couple days away, and we still don't really know where the Bears are going to go. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. Welcome to Claws Up, Bear Down. We dive deep into all things Chicago Bears football. And we're talking about the draft today. The draft is an interesting place for the Chicago Bears. There doesn't really seem to be any super high need areas. The team feels pretty good right now, but you always want to find ways for the Bears to get better. At number 10, it's going to be very interesting. Are the Bears going to just stay put and pick number 10? Are they going to go ahead and move up in the draft and trade away some prospects or trade away some draft capital? Are they going to move down? Maybe someone wants a quarterback, wants to jump all the way up to 10. It's interesting to think about all the different possibilities. Let's start off with Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty for a long time was projected at number 10, that he'll be in that mix and follow the Bears. The last couple weeks, it feels like he's flying up boards and that he might not be there at number 10. Are the Bears a team that should actually move up the ranks, move up the draft board, and try to pick Ashton Jeanty from Boise State? They'd have to give up some pretty big capital to do it. Probably get rid of one of those second-round draft picks. They have to swap their number 10 and maybe even a first-round draft pick to move up to 4 or 5 range to get Ashton Jeanty. Personally, I don't believe they should move up. I think the only player they should move up for is Abdul Carter. That's it. If you want to move all the way up to 3, you go get Abdul Carter, you sell the farm, you go ahead and you do it. But moving up for a running back just doesn't make a lot of sense. There is great value in those lower levels, in that second round, 39th and first pick of the NFL draft the Bears hold. They can pick up a running back that makes sense. Trayvon Henderson, Caleb Johnson later on. Those type of guys make more sense to me than moving up in the NFL draft. Now, if Ashton Jeanty's number 10, you pick him. That's who Ben Johnson wants, you pick him. It's hard to understand in 2025 why you move up. Is Bijan Robinson making the Atlanta Falcons a Super Bowl contender right away? Are they that much better because they have Bijan Robinson on their team? Or could they have had other pieces that make them a better team? It's tough to think about with Ashton Jeanty. The stats are there. He fits the part. He looks good. Muscle hamster reincarnated, but he's still a running back. And running backs in today's NFL only play till they're 30, and then it's straight downhill. Or other positions you can play for a longer time. My opinion, there's going to be great players there at number 10. I think that they should go offensive line, but it depends on how the chips fall. If Will Campbell goes number 4 to the New England Patriots, then Banks is really the other offensive lineman that would make sense there. Is that a reach to make Banks number 10? Not if they believe it's the right guy. Banks from the SEC. Banks is from Texas. Banks is a 5-star recruit out of high school. He's a good player. And if they think he's a huge upgrade over Braxton Jones, that'd be great. He's more of a meat and potatoes guy. No dessert, meat and potatoes. So seeing him, going to get him, I don't know if that's the necessary move I would make, but I'm not the one getting paid millions of dollars to make these decisions. I'm just talking on YouTube about it. So I think that the offensive line really depends on who falls. Then you think about guys that are actually falling in draft stock. Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. Originally, he's on draft boards at number 5, the 5th best player in the draft. Now it seems like he's fallen down and he might just trickle his way all the way down to 10. If he's at number 10, you run up there and you go ahead and you put that card in for him as fast as you can. They'll say, Chicago Bears are now on the clock. And then they'll say, the pick is in instantly if Mason Graham's still available. If you look at the tight end position, there's 2 guys that keep coming up. Tyler Warren, Penn State. Colston Loveland from Michigan. Tyler Warren, more diverse, can play different positions. Old school, hard hitting, gritty. Loveland, more of a speedster. Get out there and run different routes. More of a wide receiver type body. Not as diverse in what he can do as a tight end, but is he a better complementary piece to Cole Kmet? Tyler Warren could just be a bigger upgrade to Cole Kmet. Loveland could actually be more of a Sam Laporta type guy, where he is actually more complementary to the player that Cole Kmet is. If they think that Loveland's the guy, you go ahead and get him. Ben Johnson, you get whatever you want. My pick out of those 2 would be Tyler Warren. Now, if we look at the defensive side of the ball, Jalen Walker, Mikael Williams, those 2 defensive ends, Shamar Stewart, Smart Stewart is just a numbers guy to me. No production. Williams seems to fit the Dennis Allen mold, 6'5", 260. Walker's a little bit smaller, 6'3", 245. A little bit different speedster guy. And the edge. Between those two, it'll be a great pick. Bears haven't had a defensive player in the draft in a long time in that top 10. Be great to get a guy like that on the other side of Montez Sweat. Those two guys, more than Stewart. I want to see a guy who has some production. And you can take Williams because he fits what Dennis Allen wants. That would make sense. And he's getting that 9, 10, 11 range of value. They don't need a wide receiver. Obviously not going to pick quarterback. So maybe they do drop down. Maybe they see that they can get Kelvin Banks down at number 16, 21. The Steelers seem to want a quarterback. If they go get a quarterback, they get Shedeur Sanders up there at 10. You go on in 21, you pick up a left tackle. There's still some good guys in that range that they can make a move. And maybe it's just a pick swap. Maybe someone at 12 wants to switch up and get all the way up to 10. The most important thing is picking the best available player. They don't have to worry about fitting a scheme or fitting a specific position they're desperately in need of. Most of the bases are covered, and they're able to and have the luxury of being able to pick the best available player that Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson, Ian Cunningham, and Dennis Allen decide the best guy for the Chicago Bears at that place. I believe the best place is staying right at 10 and you pick the best player. If it's Ashton Jeanty that falls, great. If it's Mason Graham that falls, great. If Tyler Warren's the best player on your board, great. If you go defense, defensive line, Mikael Williams, awesome. You pick the best player available at number 10. We've gotten to this delusional part of draft season where nothing makes sense. And I think this is going to end up being one of the most wild drafts we've seen in a long time, especially in this first round. This top 10 going to be good TV for sure. I'd love to see the Bears just pick the best player available. If they move up, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow if they actually go ahead and they get up there and they pick Ashton Jeanty. Then he better be the man, dude. He better be the man, but that'll be as a provocative and widely talked about play as it was as taking Mitch Trubisky if they move up and get him, because you're going to give up a lot for a running back in 2025. That just goes against common wisdom and knowledge about NFL. And maybe they think he's a Hall of Famer, and I hope he is if they pick him. No matter what happens, I'm going to support the Chicago Bears, and I believe in Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson, if you're watching this, you do you, buddy. Whatever you need to be the man to win a Super Bowl, you go get him. If you like the video, go ahead and hit like, subscribe to Claws Up, Bear Down. Thanks for tuning in, and go ahead and drop in the comments who you would pick if you're the Chicago Bears at number 10. Claws Up, Bear Down.